Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to... Oh, my cats are going crazy here. To Corpse Party Blood Drive. So, as I read in the synopsis, that's not a happy scene, the characters that survived from the first game, so this is a sequel, and it got pretty good reviews. I started playing another one that was kind of just like went into the stories of other people that you didn't really get, which was fun to see the stories, but it was more just like a visual novel. But this is supposed to be really good. And apparently, like, the ones that survived want to go back and get their friends because everybody else forgot about them. So I believe that is the synopsis of this story. Now, Corpse Party is one of my favorite horror games I've ever played. It is phenomenal. I love it. I love the story. If you don't know the story, you can go watch my Corpse Party video on YouTube. It's there, but just to kind of break it down a little bit, there is a... Sorry, my cats are going crazy. There is a charm that you do, and when you do it, if you do it wrong, you get pulled into this school. It's called Sachiko's Charm. Sachiko's Charm. Now, in the main game, you get back by, you find out that the little girl is the one who was the murderer, and her mom was the teacher that fell down the stairs and died due to the principal, yada, yada, yada. So she had tons of grudges and she killed children, but she herself was a ghost. And then it became this, like, dimension. So we'll see what this happens in this one. I hope that it's good and that it lives up to the reviews and that it's a good sequel, because, you know, sequels sometimes have that problem. So, Chapter 0. A Faint Light. Oh, I have to press the button. Class rep. A little too loud. Ayumi! Who the heck is... Oh, Nathan! Wasn't Ayumi Satoshi's little sister? It had been 2 months since the Book of Shadows incident. Oh, that was the second game. I'd been critically wounded from the blowback from the sorcery I'd involved myself with, but Nakashima was there to carry me out from the crumbling Shinozaki estate. The two of us were picked up on the side of the old mountain road and rushed to a hospital where I was restored to stable condition. The grimoire responsible for so much horror everyone had been through, the Book of Shadows, was buried in the rubble of the estate when its roof collapsed. Hard to believe that almost 2 months have passed since the fall of Heavenly Host Elementary, since the 5 of us were returned safely to the real world. 5. He's not alive. Do we do it right? That's weird. According to the urban... Why do you want to do that? That's so mean. I don't really want to read it because they're reading it, but it's in Japanese.
呪いの学校を消滅させられたのは良かったけれど、私たちは友達と先生の命とその生きた証、存在までもが奪われてしまった。聖子はいたんだよ。どうしてみんな分かってくれないの。そんな子いないのよ。薬を飲みなさい。
What did they think happened?
ナオミ、飲みなさい。飲むの。いや、私はおかしくない。おかしくなんかないんだから。生き残った私たちにとって、
If there's a sound option, I need to up the voices and down the music.してから初めて登校した如月学園。校門前で私は校舎を見つめて身をすくめた。この門をくぐれば鈴本さんや結衣先生たちのいない現実をいやおうなく思い知らされるから。
篠崎。
Satoshi!
そこから分かり合えるのはこの5人だけ。存在の消えた4人のことを共有できるから。
Mal seemed pretty genki for being so high.
退院おめでとう。
I like the Harvest Moon like figures.
おかえり、委員長。高島さん。
Alright, sound. Voice is up. Okay, that's better.
篠崎、やっと出てきたか。
篠間くん。
篠崎、おかえり。
ありがとう。
Is he going out with Naomi now?
あゆみお姉ちゃん、大丈夫ですか？ありがとうゆかちゃん、大丈夫よ。
Can I run? I want to run away.
この時、私はまだ知らなかった。天神症のあった多重閉鎖空間どころではない現実のこの世界
Hmm?
幸せの幸
Uh-oh.
みんなおまじない好きだよね。またなんか新しいの仕入れなきゃ。ママ、今日は早番だといいな。お腹空いちゃった。
thought she was gonna get pulled. What the? That looks really funny in that form. How? Cool intro. No, what happened to her eye? Who's that? She's cute. Who are these people? She's super cute. Yeah, end up with the good guy. The guy that risked his life for you. Alright. So I'm getting that I
変
mean.
死事件がまた起こりました。死亡した中学生の佐久間凛さんは背骨が折れた状態で発見されており、
まったく転んだ拍子に落ちていた刃物でああも大怪我するなんて、一体何をしていたの、あゆみ。日の絵みたいにまた幽霊がどうのとかオカルトまがいなことをしてるんじゃないでしょうね。ほっといてよ。
Oh god, it must be so hard that no one understands.
日の絵もどこへ行っているのやら。うちの娘たちは親に心配ばかりかけて。
Hinoe's gone? How do you get on your bed? Ow. Oh my god, poor girl. God, how fucked up must you be? She got sucked in, didn't she?
忌まわしい記憶。
What is going on? Slooshing her fist. They danced around and through her almost whimsically, prompting unnatural gyrations throughout her body without ever letting her so much as touch the ground. Oh, I'm guessing the same thing I grabbed onto Hinoe's body in a vain attempt to pull her to safety, but Hinoe used what little strength she had left to push me back.
あゆみちゃん生きるのよ。お姉ちゃんはいつもあなたの心の中にいますよ。
I could distinctly hear these words in the back of my head, spoken in a soft, soothing voice. What happened? She must have done the curse. It was short-lived, however, as the ceiling suddenly became webbed with cracks and fissures, and a massive beam fell from above, crushing her upper body entirely. With this, I shot to my feet and began running in circles, screaming uncontrollably. I would have run right into the rapidly spreading fire if Naomi hadn't caught me. My hands and feet were covered in red bruises and cuts from the swarm of blades that my spell had summoned. Naomi was bleeding as well, but nowhere near as badly.
ダメ、委員長逃げるのよ。
What?
離してよ。
What spell did she try?
"失われたみんなの存在を取り戻すため、篠崎幸子と天神賞の呪い、その根源を追う私と中島さんの前に取り壊され、この世に存在しないはずの篠崎よしえと幸子の成果が現れた。その地下にあった古代の本、ブック・オブ・シャドウズで黒魔術を試した私は、夢かうつつかもわからない恐ろしい事態に襲われて瀕死の重傷を負ってしまったのだ。どうしてあの場所が分かったのかは知れないけれど、飛び込んできたお姉ちゃんが私をかばって、結局私は何もできず、ただ犠牲を増やしただけだった。
I see. Oh my god, what are you doing?
死んじゃえばよかったのに。私なんか、みんな私の犠牲者じゃない。
Oh god.
私なんか。
いいぞ、死ね死ね死ね。
Who's that? Is that the cute boy we saw from?
なんだよ、
Yeah.
やめるなよ。そのまま死ねよ。
Cute boy. With one shoe on my desk and sporting a rare open-mouthed version of a shit-eating grin, a boy wearing a black parka, that's black, looks orange to me, was just somehow there in my room without explanation.
死んでくやつが俺の名前なんて興味ねえだろ。嘘ばっかだな、お前の反応。それが嘘だろって言ってんだよ。本心はどこだ、クソン。
Hey!
殺したいんじゃなくて助けたいんだろ。苦しんでるてめえをよ。八つ当たりしてねえで動けや、甘ったれ。
Fucktard!
誰も助けちゃくれねえぞ。
Are you?
誰よ。何なのよ。何しに来たのよ。
誰でもねえさ。嘘ついたまま本当に終わっちまっちゃつまんねえぞ。
Gum. Cola gum. That sounds disgusting. The boy smiled with a cold yet oddly kind expression, then finally took his leave by jumping out the window. Okay. All I could do was stand there and sob. Yay, boyfriend!
確か篠崎の家はこっちだったよな。
I love him. Oh, hey, handsome. Who are you? We kind of look similar. Huh? Hell of a fashion
変わった
sense.
格好のやつだ
Oh, he's gonna say it.
天神賞も崩壊し消え去った今、罪滅ぼしに私に何ができるのだろ
Their souls must still be somewhere.
はい、お疲れ様。
おう、サトシ。お前今日弁当だよな。屋上で食おうぜ。
ああ、そうだな。今日は天気も良さそうだし、行くか。
行くか Let's go.
おお、すごい空だな。雲が全然ない。
秋晴れだな。
この辺で食べよう。しかしなんか妙に軽いな、弁当箱。よしき、今日はなんだ？
時間あったから揚げ物にした。
相変わらず何でも作れるな、お前は。俺んちは昨日の残り物とかだよ、多分。
いいじゃねえかよ、この幸せもんが。
そうなのか？
Voices are still really quiet. What the fuck is that? これでパン買ってごめんねし。
あら、こんなところでご飯なの？今日は晴れてるし、一層美味しく食べられそうね。
Is this a cute girl? Yay, cute girl!
確か庭クオン先生
Wait, that's a sensei?
だっけ？
Oh. What? There's no way that girl's 24. Also, she's wearing a symbol that looks like the ghost girl. This was our class's TA, Miss Kuaniwa. She was an English teacher with white hair, blue eyes, and a soft, delicate voice.
クラスメートの話によると、俺たちが天神小学校から戻ったあの日からちょうど半年前にこの学校に赴任してきた先生らしいが、俺たちにその記憶はない。
That's interesting.
俺たちのいた世界ではゆい先生という別の先生がその立ち位置だったんだ。だからこのクオン先生には悪いけど、天神小学校から生還した俺たちはみんなこの事実に違和感を感じていた。
サトシ君、ご飯がないの？
That is not a 24-year-old.
何が食べたい？
え？
好きな食べ物は？
カツ丼？
You gonna get me some katsudo?
なんだろう、あの先生。
からかわれたんだよ。
So I guess I'll go buy some pan at the cafeteria. Okay, but you should probably hurry. I mean, lunch has already started, so I doubt they haven't a whole lot left at this point. Oh, you're right. Okay, wait here. I'll be back. Run! Stamina. Where's my stamina? Yeah. Sorry. He didn't make it.
仕方ねえな。
Told you they'd run out.
What
Here,
about
you can
Elixir?
have one of my
Yeah,
fried
yeah.
shrimp.
Ure.
Open up. My eyes shone upon meeting those of the magnificent golden fried shrimp.
本当か。悪いな。
Are you bringing me katsudan?
持田聡様ですね。
俺はい、そうですけど。
お食事をお持ちいたしました。
Wow, Uber Eats upgraded. Katsudan! Yoshiki, utterly dumbfounded, loosened his grip on Fight. I wonder how much Uber Eats called with the helicopter. He was holding it, plummeted to the ground, defeated by this new contender. What the fuck? Who? What? Another cute girl. The classroom glowed with the golden hue of twilight, but my gaze was fixed at the floor. It must have been obvious to Nakashima that I had a lot on my mind.
大丈夫委員長
She asked this as she sat down at the desk in front of me, facing backwards. She was trying to comfort me. But she had dark circles around her eyes, too. She and I must look very similar to one another from an outside perspective. My left hand was still wrapped in bandages. It throbbed incessantly, reminding me of the previous night's events. I ignored it as best I could and forced an empty smile.
ごめんねもうこれ以上迷惑かけないから迷惑ってどういうこと
Couldn't bring myself to answer that. I just flashed another smile, a confusing one that must have looked very strange to her, and left the classroom.
今出て行ったの篠崎か。
ナオミ、どうしたんだ。
委員長なんだか思い詰めてるみたい私たちでフォローしてあげた方がいいかも
お前もだよ、ナオミ。無理していないか。
大丈夫辛いのは私だけじゃないし私一人甘えてられないもの委員長変な気起こさなきゃいいけど
Doesn't do anything drastic. As I walked, I thought back to my time in the hospital. I was lying in bed, arms and legs virtually mummified in bandages, when a woman with flowers came in to see
はじ
me.
めましてあらそっくりですねお姉ちゃんとあなた私は山村未来あなたのお姉ちゃん日野江と共にウィッカインスティテュートという精霊崇拝組合に所属しているものです
Why am I not surprised?
はいこれはお見舞いです
As she said this, she placed a bouquet of flowers on the small table by the bed and looked around the room, with a curious expression on her face.
ご両親は今いらっしゃらないお買い物に行っていますそうお父さんもお母さんもまだ知らないのですよね日の絵の死を彼女が命を落としたあの日あなたを追って旧篠崎家跡地へ向かう前に日の絵は私に最後の連絡をくれていましたお姉ちゃんがきっと自分の運命を理解して として受け入れていたのね。精霊は人の指揮を教えてくれるの。その分できる精一杯の行動と覚悟が持てる。彼女は立派だったわ。
Tears began to pour from my eyes, and I could do nothing to stop them. I had been sitting up in bed, but unconsciously started to curl into a fetal position as best I could with the bandages. Yamamoto put her hand on my back to comfort me.
あゆみちゃん、日野への意志を伝えるわ。黒の本、ブック・オブ・シャドウズを取り戻しなさい。代々篠崎家が守り続けてきた門外不出の禁忌の書よ。あの本が心ない者の手に渡れば、この世は混乱の淵に落とされてしまう。私たち WI は精霊と心を通わせる自然の意志にただ沿おうとする白魔女の組合。ご両親の反対を押し切って篠崎家から飛び出した日野絵は今さら関わるのをためらっていたのだけれど、
Are they part of the
近
same
年
family?
その存在を感じるようになってずっと気にしていたの。私とウィッカの仲間で調べたけれど、篠崎義恵と幸子の屋敷跡地にはなかったわ。更地だったはずのあの場所に焼け焦げた家の梁や瓦礫が現れていて驚いたけれど、あの場所からは消えても感じるの。存在はまだ残っている。この世のどこかに。
Yamamoto looked directly in my
こ
eyes.
の町にあなたや篠崎義恵と同じ篠崎家の血筋の方が住んでいたのは知っているかしら。
Yamamoto pulled a notepad from her pocket and carefully wrote a name and address on the top sheet. She then tore the page and handed it to me. Makina Shinozaki. So they are connected. I wondered that in the first game, like their names were the same. I knew that name. It was on the family tree.
秋野、覚えている名前だわ。義恵の家の地下室にあった篠崎の家系図。義恵の上に並んでいた彼女の母の妹、おばにあたる人。その牧野さんの家に行けば何か黒の本を取り戻すための手がかりが残されているかもしれない。私たちは霊に対する感受性が強すぎて部屋に入ることもできなかったわ。何が起こるかわからないけれど、日野絵の意志を継ぐ強さがあるのなら頑張ってみなさい。
And with that, Yamamoto simply turned and left the hospital room.
お姉ちゃん、意志。
On the other side of the door, a peculiar girl stood in wait. As soon as Yamamoto had covered enough distance to put me out of earshot, the two of them spoke.
ご苦労様。これでいいのね。
Why does she want the Book of Shadows?
お前らが息をしているだけでこっちは虫唾が走るんだ。殺さないでやるからさっさと消え失せろ。
Yamamoto ran away as quickly as she could without drawing attention to herself. As if in response, the intimidating girl in the peculiar outfit spat on the hospital wall.
たく、世の中アホばっかり。
As she mumbled these words, she sneaked a side-look glance at me in my room. I was completely oblivious.
篠崎日野絵、簡単に死にやがって。くっそ使えない。
It was time to meet my fate. I had no trouble locating Makina's residence. I don't know what I was expecting, but what I found was just an ordinary apartment building. I couldn't involve Mochida and the others in this. They'd been through enough already. Besides, this was a family matter. My bloodline was responsible for this whole mess, so it was only right that I be the one to make it amends alone.
ここね。下連雀南団地。ずいぶんボロボロ。これは何かの事情で取り壊されないまま放置されているのね。管理されているのかしら。
Save point. How do I know my stamina?
これってやっぱり不法侵入だよね。気が引けるのと不安で落ち着かないや。急に扉が開いて「こら!」って怒鳴られたらびっくりして死んじゃうかも。あ、誰か来る。
It's not letting me control it right now. Maybe human nature, but I hated not being in control of my actions. Nonetheless, there I was, a sitting duck just waiting for someone to come down the stairs. Except no one did. The seconds ticked on, but I was pretty definitely the only one here. なんだよ。
確かに足音がしたのに。
What's that? The mailbox was stuffed with vast quantities of tissue paper. Someone's gonna teepee! The bottom layer of the stack had turned an unpleasant shade of brown. It must have been from years of settling debris. But if that were the case, it shouldn't have been that dark. I slowly unwrapped the tissue, morbidly curious as to what I might find inside. It was only then that I noticed the inside of the mailbox itself, which was stained a deep crimson. It looked like a whole lot of blood. I'd unwrapped enough by then to see what was inside the tissue paper, too. It was the skeletal remains of a bird. On the rusted panel of the mailbox from which I'd discovered this gruesome find was a name scribbled in permanent marker. Shinozaki. Is there a map? Clearly I can't go that way. In addition to most of the name tags being missing from the mailbox, the ones that remained are encrusted with dirt and hardly legible. Some, in fact, are just plain rotted out entirely, or if that's when they look at blah 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 blah. Okay. I don't see stamina. Ooh, ghosty goose. Ghost. Bakugo. Sounds like Bakugo.
気のせいだよ。懐中電灯。
Yep. Okay.
トイレ行ってくればよかった。
Oh no, why is it always that?
我慢しなきゃ。
How do I use my flashlight? How do I use my flashlight? Aha. Thanks for telling me, game. What do I do? Whew.
びっくりさせないでよ。こんな時に誰これ。知らない番号。もしもし。何これ。 あれ壊れたかな。やだ。もう。
Uh-oh. I don't want to go, but I don't think I have much of a choice. Oh, there was one in here.
怒りっぽい。人が住まなくなってから何年ぐらい経っているんだろう。お邪魔します。靴脱いだ方がいいかな。 おかえり。今人の声が。あ、そうだ。篠崎よしえの家に行った時の記憶を生かさなくちゃ。今回はちゃんと用意したんだから。お姉ちゃんが研究のために使ってたボイスレコーダー。2008年11月10日午後7時48分、篠崎真希菜の家。捜索開始。
Can I use the bathroom?
水は出るのかな。
Probably not, but it's still a toilet, so don't pull a Yuka.
水が流れ出しても怖いな。なんでこんなにおしっこしたいんだろう。体調のせい。
Use the toilet.
ダメ。このままじゃ漏れちゃう。
I die on the toilet. Sneaking into a deceased woman's abandoned apartment and using her bathroom. It was kind of absurd, but I almost felt like I was infiltrating the deepest chambers of an enemy base. Come on, if you have to go that bad, it'll come out. That's disgusting. With that sounding like my own relieved voice echoing back at me from the walls, I thought I'd finally done my business, but my bladder still felt completely full.
私まだしてないのに。何これ。天井から漏れてるわけでもないのに。
Sorry.
山村さんの話だと篠崎真希菜はすでに亡くなっているってことだけど、生活用品とか当時のままみたい。篠崎真希菜が亡くなった後、誰もここに入らなかったのかしら。やっぱり怖いよ。 やはり篠崎真希菜の家で間違いないようね。
Uh-oh. Why?
私は大丈夫。ダメ。やっぱり帰りたい。怖いよ。手がかりって言ったって。見当もつかないけど、牧野さんの遺品をできるだけ持ち帰ってみよう。
The picture. Thanks. Now I'm going to examine everything. Top photograph on the stack depicted a young woman with a hairstyle decidedly not of the modern era.
マキナさん。
The next photograph showed a different woman, smiling widely. Her clothes were actually quite beautiful, and her eyes looked almost lifelike on the paper, like they could suck you in. I flipped through each of the remaining pictures, seeing mostly just more of the same, until... Aww. Makina, Daiki, and Yoshi in Yokohama.
篠崎よし。幸子のお母さんだわ。
うん。
だとすると、この女の子は。何かしら、これ。
I'll open it, of course.
なんでここにも入ってるの？ひょって、
They must be for a spell or something.
でも怖い。触れない。ごめんね。ごめんね。
What's going on? Oh, she's trying to open it. It's hard to see. Talk to it. Ooh, that was cute. Where are you going? I need to get the hell out of here.
なんで閉まってるの？私閉めた覚えなんてないのに。今はそれどころじゃないわ。開いて。
Feeling around the glass door's surface, I finally found what seemed to be a handle. I tried in vain to turn it, only to realize I couldn't because
何これ？手が開かない。
I didn't have to ask, though I could feel it and see it. My right hand was being clasped shut by the tiny ghost hands of a white-hued child. I shook my arm violently, and the white apparition faded from sight. But my closed right hand still wouldn't open. I had to get out of there. That was paramount. Clenched fist or no, I needed to leave before something worse happened. Panicked, I flung open the glass door. Wait, what? I fell back, completely sick to my stomach. My heart was pounding so hard and so fast I was convinced I was going to have a heart attack and die. At the very least, I knew I was about to lose consciousness. As if to confirm just how done for I was, my nose began bleeding profusely. I had no doubt anymore. This was the end.
篠崎、おい、しっかりしろ。
Kishinuma moved my worn, limp body onto the tatami flooring and carefully sat me up. I regained consciousness right away, and I was immediately met with the worried gazes of Kishinuma, Mochida, and Nakashima.
無事でよかった。
Nakashima wiped tears from her eyes. I was so relieved, so very relieved to see my friends. I started crying.
篠崎、なんでお前一人でこんなことしてんだよ。
私がやらなきゃいけないことだから。
何？
岸沼。サトシ。
よしきに任せよう。
私が始まりだから。
始まりって何のだよ。
全部私が悪いの。私のせいでみんないなくなって。お姉ちゃんは。
I was sobbing like a baby. My face must have been a mess, and my voice came out hoarse and in short bursts.
悪いって何が？
私が幸せな幸子さんなんて同じだ。持ってきたせいだよ。全部私が悪いんだから。
まさかお前一人で全部の責任を背負い込んでんじゃないだろうな。なあ、俺たちは仲間だろ、篠崎。
I sheepishly nodded my head, then looked down. I didn't want to meet his gaze.
じゃあよ、頼れよ。一人で突っ走んなよ。いいか、い 今ここではっきりさせといてやる。あんなもの絶対にお前のせいなんかじゃねえんだよ。
死ぬまく
お前は悪くない。だからそんな風に自分を責めんなよ。
死ぬまく
少なくともここにいるみんなそう思ってるだろう。ああ、ヨシキの言う通りだ。
そうだよ委員長、もう一人で抱え込まないで。私みんなをもう巻き込みたくないから、自分で何とかしなきゃって。でも怖くて私やっぱり何もできなかった。
ったくバカだな。お前はよく頑張ったよ。いいからもっと俺たちは頼れ。
I love you, Yoshi. You're so perfect.
バカってひどい。
いや、だからよ。
You're so much more interesting than Satoshi.
ありがとう。
I didn't entirely believe them. It was a fact that this whole mess started when I led everyone in the Sachiko Ever After ritual. But I appreciated their words nonetheless.
こうなってしまった以上、残された俺たちはみんなでこの現実を受け止めていくしかないんだ。受け入れるんじゃなくな。ああ、少しでも良くしていくためにできることをする。
気持ちはみんな一緒だよ委員長。あなたは何もできなかったなんてことはないわよ。
I didn't recognize the voice at all, and I was a little perturbed that no one else seemed startled by it. It belonged to a girl I'd never seen before, wearing an unusual outfit.
篠崎あゆみちゃんね。無事でよかったわ。あなたは。
篠崎、お前がヤバいところに向かってるってこの場所を俺たちに教えてくれたのはこの人なんだ。丹羽愛子さんだ。
Niwa.
ごめ
Niwa
んなさ
sounds
いね。
familiar.
いろいろと調べさせてもらったわ。私は情報や霊能関係に詳しいの。篠崎ひのえさんの妹さんなら、そうね、さえのきなほちゃんの友達といえばわかるかしら。
Oh, I think she was in the Book of Shadows game.
なほさんのお姉ちゃんのことも知ってるの？ええ、あなたのお姉さんひのえさんはこちらの世界では有名人だったわ。あゆみちゃん、その右手開かないの？
My right hand had been clasped shut this whole time. I'd almost forgotten about it. I tried to open again, but it still couldn't.
見せてみろ。
Kishinoma grabbed my hand and tried to pry my fingers open.
無理に開ける必要はないわ。きっと時期が来たら自然に開く。その時を待ちなさい。あら？これは？
She attempted to open the box for a moment, but her efforts proved to be in vain, just as mine were.
気になる箱ね。これも開かない。なるほどね。
Aiko was mesmerized by the unopening box. She seemed desperate to understand what force kept it sealed, almost giddy at the unspoken prospects of what it could mean.
ものすごい霊力。これはすごいわ。今晩預かっていいかしら。うちに戻れば開けられるかもしれない。
I don't even know who you are. I had the feeling that this was a less request than it was a statement. She would never have taken a no for an answer.
まあ、今日はもう遅いから詳しい話は明日させてもらうわね。放課後会いに行くわ。
That night, after I returned home, I stood in front of my mirror and just kept trying to open my right hand. I put every bit of strength and energy I had into it. Always a fist, because you always want to punch people. Kabam!
指が開いた。
Oh. What's that? Teeth? What I found inside my heretofore closed hand were teeth, human teeth from the looks of it, very small baby teeth, 2 of them. The roots of each tooth were embedded deep within my palm, and I was bleeding quite a bit as a result.
どうしてなんで私の手の中に子供の歯が。
A fate night to be continued. Alright. And that is where I'm going to end this today. EVP entries. New Encyclopedia Obscura. What is this? Candle. Yes, please. Oh, so it's like the last game and it goes by chapter. Cool. All right, then let's call that a night. Thank you for, that was chapter 00. I don't know what, I didn't know where the battery for the flashlight was or where the stamina thing was. I don't know. Anyways, we'll pick it up later.